Hey guys, welcome to episode 197 of the Cat Lady channel. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2T, C-A-T-T, which stands for Craft All the Things. I am a fiber-related channel mostly, but do dabble in other random crafts. Today I will be talking mainly about knitting, crocheting, actually. I don't think I have any knitting going on. So I have a couple crochet things to share with you, but I tend to jump into random things and try out new things and dabble in everything, crafting everything. So that is my channel. It is just me. I live in Michigan. I have a husband, 2 kids, and a cat. And it is March 20-something. 21st. It is Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. So if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, share, etc. Thank you for joining me if you are new. If you are returning, thanks again for always coming back and seeing what I'm up to. It's not a large scale production. It is just me in front of my phone camera. I put clips together all week and then post them on the weekend. So I am kind of a monogamous crafter in a sense. However, I do have a few whips that are floating around. But once I get into something, I kind of like throw myself into it and want to finish it. So sometimes it gets a little repetitive, but I just come back every week and go through the thought process of what's going on in my crafting life, etc. So that's what it is. You can find me on social media as the Cat Lady on Instagram, Facebook. I have a Discord server. Everything is linked down below. I try to update my Ravelry page pretty regularly. Not always up to date with pictures, but usually the projects I'm working on, the yarn I'm using, etc. So, and I do that mainly for my own benefit because if I want to remake things or see what I did, then that's the best way for me to keep track. So I get angry at myself when I miss things and forget things. So that is my spiel. Today I will show you my progress on the dress I'm making. This is a freestyle crochet dress experiment that I'm using Lion Brand Pound of Love. I bought these on clearance. Let's see, the price tag was still on this one. Yeah, this was $6.50 for this thing, which usually they're like, you know, it's probably like half off, maybe even more. So, and I'm still attached. So, but I'm making a 2-toned dress, and actually, it's gonna probably go. I mean, I still have a lot of this left, but it goes by pretty quick. So I feel like I'm going to have to add the black panel to the bottom. And it's going to be a lace panel is the plan. But here's the top. So it comes around my neck. I will put in a photo of the stages. So I made a few rows and it looked really cute as a peplum kind of top. So if for some reason this is a huge disaster, I could pull it back and have a cute little top. So I'm guaranteed to have a cute little top. I need to figure out what I'm doing to secure this, some sort of button or some kind of closure. I do hate the fact that it's like I keep taking it on and off to try it on, and I feel like it's getting awful fuzzy up top, but that's okay. So we have a halter style top. It's got like a mesh panel along my stomach area, and then it goes into a full kind of skirt. And I want it to be able, and I have another plan. I want it to be able to be a short dress, so it needs to cover my bum, and after that I will attach the lace panel, but I'm trying to figure out a way to make it like a removable, and I almost want it to have like a slit, so I'm almost thinking I'd make just a flat rectangle of the lace so that it would then attach somehow along the side. So let's say one side here, so it would attach on both sides and just be open, so it'd be like a slit, and then you could wear it with the panel or without the panel is kind of where I'm going. So I'm going to see how far I can get with this, hopefully far enough. I think I'm kind of close. I mean, my butt still hangs out, so it needs a few more inches. So we'll see how far I can get with this, and then if I make the panel in black, the lace panel, I'm not sure how I would attach it. Only thing I think of is like just threading, like tying it on with yarn or something. Trying to think of a simple way to attach it, but it's gonna have to just like thread in and out basically. So I don't know if that's gonna work. So, and I'm not sure how to test that out. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to start the lace panel and then see if I can get it to attach. And if I can, then I can continue. If I can't, then I have to just attach it straight to this and make it a long dress. I have a lot of the black left because I only used it to make the top. The brown is getting kind of floppy, so we'll see where it takes it, where that takes me. I should put a marker in so you can, last you saw it was like peplum length. So the picture I showed, it was like up here. So I got quite a bit done. And this is the problem. It's like, again, it's like I'm like obsessed with this project. So I want to do nothing but work on this project, which makes for boring podcasting. However, I did start something else, and I feel like I'm making a lot of dressy clothes, and I like dressy clothes. I don't wear them enough, but I'm going to try. So back to my Advent conundrum. I have cast on another project with my Felicity Yarn Studio Advent, the 2022 one, and we are here, which I think it looks really pretty actually, so I'm happy with it so far. Now, as far as when I start adding new colors, how am I going to like it? I think I'll still like it. I think I'm going to like it. And I don't know how far it's going to take me. It's a lot of yarn, so I feel like it's going to take me a long way, but this is where I am. This is a skirt. It's going to be a skirt. So essentially, and I already kind of tried it on, you take the widest part, and it's a recipe. Free crochet skirt, make it any size. It was a very vague YouTube pattern that was then printed on her website by Emmy Harrington, hectanuga.etsy. It's her, where you can buy patterns, I guess. I didn't check out her Etsy, but her youtube.com, hectanuga1. Her pattern was in worsted weight, so I'm adapting for fingering weight. But basically, you just took a measure at the widest part of your body, so which is right around my lower hips and butt area. Make a chain, and then you make your first round has, like, you know, you have a a chain space. I did it differently than the pattern, but it was a chain space, a gap, chain space, solid chain space. And so now at the end, make an I-cord, make something, and make a chain, something, and just weave something through. And so then I already, like I said, I already kind of tried it on after the first repeat of the shell pattern. And yes, it lays nicely right on my like belly button area, and it'll get a little snug. I mean, it's got some give to it as you put the patterning in, but it'll be a little snug around that hip area, and then it'll loosen up a little bit later. And then if I want to make it even a little bit wavier, she recommends going up a needle size after about 12 inches. So I might try that. So I'm using a G right now. So if I go up to an H, it'll give it a little more flow. And then at the very end, you add more shell. So right now so the pattern calls for 3. It didn't quite work with the fingering weight because it's so thin. So I got 5. So like at the end, I would do like 7, a couple rows of 7, maybe a couple rows of 9, just to give it a little flare at the bottom. And, you know, make any size, which I'm going to make until I get to the bottom and see where we're at. I have a feeling I'll make it to the floor, but I don't know. So I guess I'll see. I feel like I have another round left, at least, in this. So this is, let's see. Okay. I'm at about 1.5 inches. So I at least get to 2 inches, I'd say. So 2 inches per color will give me 48 inches. So that's probably long enough. I guess I'd have to see what that comes out to see how long the skirt I'm wearing now is. Speaking of what I'm wearing now, so I will show you, since I've not worn this out. I don't know what the weather is, but I thought it was supposed to be slightly warmer today. So not that this is kind of a fall, spring skirt, but yeah, of course you can't see it. Okay, so here's my skirt that I made last summer. So there's just a And that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm doing it all solid until I get past my butt, and then I start the patterning. So you can't really, it's hard to see. I'll put in a picture of what the skirt looks like, but I just paired it with a regular sweater, and I think it's cute. So it is based off the Trillium skirt by Asmarati, which I will link. Her skirt was more of a mini skirt. I just kind of took the motif and went with it. Actually, and funny, because the motif is very similar to the Rumana, I started to make that and I frogged out. So, but it's this nice little triangle motif. So I'm wearing that today. I'm not going anywhere, but actually we do have a scouts meeting that all of us need to go to for, like, there's an award ceremony. I don't think Emily's getting any awards, but we're still going to go as a group. So I will wear that. So yeah, I have a dress and a skirt, both crochet. No knitting. However, there is knitting on the horizon. I'm going to be working on a Rhinebeck shawl, and I think the Reluctant Sisters podcast, the Reluctant Knitter, Adrian and I want to do a Rhinebeck knit along of some sort. We have not worked out any details. I still plan to do the Cat Lady knit along, but one of my friends in the Discord was like, "Hey, when are you going to do that? Maybe she has something going on. She wants to participate, but she's got something going on for March." So I said, well, I can push it till spring because I'm not on top of it. So I need to get on top of that. So I might have two knit-alongs going on. Two make-alongs. Rhinebeck make-along and a Cat Lady make-along. So I need to get on that. I need to finish my Diamond Dot Snowman because that is just like sitting almost half done. So I have all these things that I need to finish. And that's it. That's it for today. I will continue working on these projects. I don't like love the seam, but I don't mind it as much. I'm just looking at the back here. You can see where but it's pretty straight, so I guess it doesn't bother me too much. And it's the same with my skirt I'm wearing. It's got a seam, but I'm working back and forth. I'm not turning. I think this one I went around. Yes, I did. I did go around in this one, and I don't know why I decided to turn on this one because the top was turned back and forth. And you see when you turn back and forth, you get these, kind of get like ridges because it's, flipping and flopping. So if I don't turn, I don't get the ridges. So I feel like the top and the bottom, it could have been different since it's different colors and everything, but whatever. So I kind of like the ridges. There's a little extra texture to it. So I like how it's turning out so far, and cross my fingers. So far, I mean, I feel like if I kept going in the brown and I just left it as a short, like, cocktail dress, it totally works. So I feel like I've succeeded. Hoping to get it longer, lacy panel to complete my vision. And I also want to put like a bow on the back, and I also want to maybe make some gloves to go with it. So I have like all these plans. So, but we'll see if they turn out. That's it. That's all I got. I know I said that already, so I will be back later this week with the updates on where I've gotten. Hey guys, it's Friday and it's already 5:30, so I'm very late at my wrap-up. But not much to share, actually. I will show you what I've done on my skirt, because that is all I've worked on, is just the skirt. So I am on the 5th color. And at first I was kind of not happy with, like, I might have switched these two, but I think I'm okay with it because this has a lot of orange in it. This goes into this bright orange, and this green is very similar to like this green. So this is more of like a yellowy green. This is more of like a cooler green. So I feel like, oh, and actually, and these next two colors are very similar. So this is the color I'm working with now. So. And then it goes down the line, and it will have these chunks that kind of stick out. So like this is kind of a spot that it's obvious there's a color change. I see a couple that are also going to do that, it wasn't meant to be like a real fade. So I did do another increase, so you can see that it's got a nice swerve there, which I tried it on and I like how it lays. So I don't know what the plan is. I'm just going to keep going. I don't know when I'm going to change the hook size or what I'm going to do to keep it kind of flowing. I figure I just keep doing one mini at a time, and if I don't like the way it's coming out, I can just rip back that one mini. I mean, it is a lot of work to lost, but I don't know, I feel like each mini is kind of like a small victory. I have not worked on my dress at all, so there's not much to show there. In other news, I won a pattern, so I was gonna put a picture of the pattern I won, so that was kind of fun. It was crochet pattern on Instagram, so yay. I like winning things. I've purchased a couple patterns from her, and I think I've won a different pattern from her before. I've never made them. They're all crochet patterns, so I should try one of those. But it was really cute. Like, it's a top that can be a dress, and it's got like a little shrug arms thing. So yeah, that's it. Next week's the kids' spring break. I don't know if I'm gonna record or not. We'll see how things are going, see what I get done. It's always tricky when the kids are home. And it's also my 7-year, I think 7. I have to look it up. I think it's 7. I think it was 2015. Would that be 7? I think so. I don't know. I have to look it up for sure. Anniversary, YouTube anniversary, whatever. So I don't know. I'm not doing anything, but it's that's the thing. And that's it. So it's been kind of a slow week as far as crafting. I haven't got a lot done. Probably gonna get more done next week since the kids are home. There's a lot more just kind of chilling and working on stuff while they drive me crazy. So hopefully we'll make some more progress on this and work on the dress. That's probably it. I'm kind of like I said, I'm kind of like a monogamous crafter right now, and just kind of like focused on these 2 projects. So with that, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and you get to go out and craft all the things. See you next time.